Hello, everybody. Hello. It's time for some Yankees live stream.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Hello, everyone. We are here, Yankees live stream. I am your host, Vin of the Inside the Booth podcast, and here we are. Let's talk some Yanks. Of course, the Yankees in just a few hours will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. And hello, everybody. Hello, Sir Andrew. Andrew has joined the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a round of applause for Andrew being the first guest on the show. But this is big. Gerrit Cole on the mound. Of course, chat, how we feeling about Gerrit Cole being on the mound? Things are awesome. All right, Jay's in the chat as well. We got a bunch of people here already, 2 guys, and we're going to have some fun. But definitely drop in some questions, of course, of what you want me to talk about, either it's trade deadline, anything. I am here. I'm going to be here for a few hours, and then I'm going to watch the game, see how this team plays. But it's a big game for the New York Yankees, right? We see what things. Oh no, we got some. Oh no. But anyways, regardless, we have a huge game. Gerrit Cole taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Huge game, and we have Jack in the chat as well. We got 3 viewers in the chat. Welcome. But yeah, it's a huge game for the New York Yankees, right? Aaron Judge, is he gonna homer? Is he not? Chat, let me know if he's gonna homer. Definitely, maybe place your money on another home run. We don't know, but regardless, with Gerrit Cole, we need him to pitch good. As you know, he is a guy that needs to pitch good. Hasn't been great. Didn't have a full spring training, but. Yeah, I mean, can you guys hear me, chat? Just want to make sure before I really get into things. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Chat, can you hear me? Just want to make sure before I get into what I'm going to say about Gerrit Cole. I just sneezed and got snot on my phone. Dude, I just snot rocketed a big booger on my pool operator paper. Okay, we can hear. All right, you guys can hear me. Cool. But yeah, so definitely Gerrit Cole on the mound today, and it's gonna be huge, right? Gerrit Cole, right? Like I said, needs to have a good start. All right, you guys can hear me. Cool. But yeah, for the New York Yankees, right? We need to win this series because we are right behind Baltimore. And Baltimore is playing the Cleveland Guardians, I believe so. I think they still are. But nonetheless, the Yankees have a very easy August, right? This team is taking on terrible teams. As, right now as we look at the standings, Orioles are in first place. They're tied with the New York Yankees, but right now they have the tiebreaker. But I think with the New York Yankees, it's going to be huge to see how they play, because I mean their upcoming schedule is Toronto. They have one more game. Then they have a terrible LA Angels team, and then they have the Texas Rangers, who are playing better, but we could still see the Yankees defeat all these teams at home. But yeah, I think with the New York Yankees, right, things need to be good. DFA, Alex Verdugo, and Clay Holmes. Well, Andrew, I guess you're in luck today because Alex Verdugo is not playing in the Yankees lineup. Gleyber Torres is leading off for the New York Yankees. DJ LeMahieu's at first. DFA Holmes, he's been much better as of late. Andrew is high. Guys, chill out in the chat. We're having a little bit of arguments. Holy. I'm not saying DFA Holmes. That's someone in the chat, Jay. All right. Let's just be nice to each other. Come on. We're only 5 minutes into the stream. We already have World War with. Oh my gosh. But yeah. What was I even saying? Andrew is high, bro. Chill, man. Chill, Jay. Chill. We gotta chill, fellas. Let's get some better light in here. But yeah, I mean, Clay Holmes, I'm glad you brought up Clay Holmes. Because Clay Holmes has actually been much better as of late. I think Clay Holmes has been much better as of late. Because the thing is with Clay Holmes is we need him to be good. Because with Clay Holmes, it's playoff baseball now. You can't make any more trades. You can only call up guys like that. So that's the big thing with the New York Yankees is they have Clay Holmes as their quote-unquote closer. I don't know if he's going to be, the main guy in the in the bullpen. I don't know if he's going to be the closer, but as for now, Brian Cashman has confidence in him. The captain has confidence in him. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen as we have a lot of debate with Jay getting destroyed in the chat from Sir Andrew and Jack Boda. But regardless, Clay Holmes does need to be good. And with the New York Yankees, he's their guy. Leiter has been shaky. I don't really know how to say that. He's been here for not even a week, and we're already complaining about Leiter. He's got good stuff. I'm not worried with Leiter. All right, the guy just got here. He has filthy stuff. He helped you win a game in Philly. The guy does have good stuff. He's got a great splitter, and he has a high strikeout rate. So we'll see how it does, come playoff time. But as of right now, I don't mind Mr. Mark Leiter Jr. In the pen. Ian Hamilton's been throwing. I think he has an actual bullpen session soon. I'm pretty sure. I forgot what the update was with Cody Patet. Of course, Garrett Cole is on the mound. For anyone just joining in, of course, these are the standings. With the how many games would the Yankees win? How many games would the Yankees win for the rest of the season? That's pretty much my question at the bottom. Let's get it in the chat. How many wins are the Yankees finishing? Are they going to finish with 100? Are they going to finish with 93? What number are the Yankees going to finish with? Drop it in the chat. We'll see what your guys' predictions are. Or, just let me know in the chat what your guys' predictions are for the wins for the New York Yankees. Let me know in the chat. Got a question from Jay. Hamilton has been bad, so no need him to have him on the team. All right. I mean, the guy has been dealing with arm injuries and all sorts of stuff. I think it was a forearm injury, some sort of win. Jack thinks we're finishing with 77 wins, so basically we're only having 13 more wins of the season. Sir Andrew thinks we're going to have 94. I think that's a very fair say. I think anywhere from 94 to 96. As of right now, no team, I believe, is projected to win 100 games. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the first time since the LA Angels did that. They won 100 games. I'm pretty sure. I saw some tweet like that. Don't bet me on that. But yeah, with the Yankees, of course, we haven't even talked about Jazz Chisholm coming to the New York Yankees. Right, he's batting .308 with us. He's got 4 home runs already, 8 RBIs, and 5 runs scored. I mean, Jazz. I really like the move. I always thought of him as an overrated player, I will say. I always thought of him that he was overrated, but he's still a good player. He still has good defense. They're playing him at a position that he hasn't even played before professionally at third base because Gleyber does not want to play third base. And Gleyber wants to stay at second, even though Gleyber Torres has the most errors in second base, so take that as you will. But getting to Gleyber Torres, I guess we can talk about Gleyber Torres next. He's batting leadoff today. We need to see him play good, right? I think with Gleyber Torres, he's been playing good as the All-Star break, but he practically just got benched in the game against the Blue Jays previously when Oswaldo Cabrera came in. Now, what is Gleyber going to prove now? Because when he first got benched with the team, he actually had pretty good stats after the benching in the Mets series for not running. Now, with Gleyber Torres not running it out again, he just seems to not run it out ever. Boone, does his manager move and takes him out of the game, and I think that is perfectly okay to do in that spot. Because with Gleyber Torres, the guy, I don't know what is going on. He's in a contract year, and he's pulling all this stuff up. This is kind of strike two for Gleyber Torres with Aaron Boone having to get benched because you're not running out of the box. You're a professional baseball player, and that ball was not even gone. It was off the top of the wall, so he thought he completely crushed it. Didn't even get out first off, and two, Volpe rips a double, and Gleyber has to try and score from first, which is just never going to happen with Gleyber Torres' speed. So, not a good job from Gleyber Torres there. And don't give me, he would have been out at second. The fact of the matter is that he just didn't run it out of the box, right? If you're not going to run it out of the box, then you're going to get benched. That is how things go in the major leagues. And honestly, for Aaron Boone's standpoint, if he's not going to run out of the box, I mean, I don't know what is going to happen. Jay said it's not the end of the world if Baltimore wins the division because you could still win it as a wild card. Sure, that is completely true. I would like to win the division, though. I wouldn't mind it at all. I think there's a very good chance you can because Baltimore has done themselves no favors. The Yankees stunk for a good portion. And they're tied with the New York Yankees. This team is tied. 66 and 46. The reason why Baltimore is ahead is because they lead in the season series. But, I think with this team, it's just, it's quite interesting how things have settled in with this season. But I mean, I just think with the New York Yankees, right? They have not played their best baseball aside from the first half, right? They've started to play much better now. They beat the Phillies, and they're starting to play better, right? That's huge. And if they could start to get hot with the Jazz edition, with the De Los Santos edition, with the Mark Leitner edition, their bullpen's already good. So adding, bringing back Ian Hamilton eventually, bringing back Cody Patet, Clark Schmidt returning to the starting rotation is bigger than people think, right? Marcus Stroman has not been good. His second half, it's over a second half. It's over. It is over a 5-year ERA. Yo, fellas, chill in the chat. Chill in the chat, boys. I don't know why Jay's getting attacked. Hold on. I'm just reading chat now. Let's chill out, fellas. Let's chill out. Yeah, let's chill out in chat. I don't know what just happened. But alright, another question, honest question, is Cody Patet any good? He's only pitched 21 innings. I think he's been fine. I think even if he comes back, he'd probably just be a reliever, honestly. I don't know if they put him in the starting rotation. Because you have Cole, you have Heel, you have Rodon, who's pitched very well. You have Stroman. I don't know how much trust you have. Nestor's probably the odd man out, as he would probably go into the bullpen. Sorry, he would probably go into the bullpen. But I think with with Marcus Stroman, he was probably the main issue. He was probably the main issue of why they lost the game. Aside from Gleyber Torres in that game, but just bad all around. And then Chad Green absolutely shuts you guys down. He shuts down Alex Verdugo, which isn't hard. He shuts down the AL MVP, Aaron Judge. He's gonna win it again. And I was on TikTok last night, and I came across someone saying that Bobby Witt is going to be the AL MVP, and I'm not discrediting his season. Bobby Witt has been unbelievable. His batting average is unbelievable. He's playing absolutely amazing. But Aaron Judge, what is Bobby Witt doing that Aaron Judge isn't? Aaron Judge leads the categories in everything basically but at batting average. He's on pace for almost 60 home runs again. The guy's unbelievable. And what else do we have to say about the Judge season? It would be a cherry on top if the Yankees can win a World Series with him this season. They already threw away his season in 2022 because they didn't win at all, despite Judge having an amazing season. But, it's been unbelievable what Aaron Judge is doing. The guy makes baseball look so easy, and I'm not trying to glaze Judge at all, even though I kind of am. Judge has all the stats except batting average, but he's still batting he's still batting .321 on the season. Bobby Witt, I think, is batting .345, which is nuts. But another thing, too, is I don't take defense very much. In terms of determining an AL MVP, I don't do that. If this guy is the most valuable player... Now, I will say this. If you take Bobby Witt off the Royals, that team is bottom of the league, maybe White Sox poverty. But, as good as Juan Soto is, what is the team without Aaron Judge? I think they're still a good team if they just had Soto, but I don't think they would be in the I don't think the Yankees would probably be as close as they are to Baltimore if they didn't have Judge. I don't blame you, Vin, if you glaze Judge. He deserves it. Yeah, and I think with who was I talking about? I think with Bobby Witt, the thing is with Bobby Witt is sure he could steal all the bags he wants. He can steal all the bags he wants. But I don't think... I think stealing bases is obviously an awesome trait. But... as we have... some crazy talk in the chat... But with Bobby Witt... he could steal all the bags he wants, and it's still not gonna do anything. Streamlabs is the platform I am streaming on, so any sort of foul language and all that, please don't put it in. The Streamlabs is only gonna take care of it, and it's also, it's popping up on the screen. I try to keep the chat box up, but anyways, with Bobby Witt, with this discussion, Bobby Witt is a great player. Aaron Judge is a great player. That is no just discrepancy. The guy, both of them are having unreal season, and I think if Judge wasn't having the season he has, I think all baseball fans can agree that Bobby Witt is probably the MVP. Now, is Judge going to win it unanimous? Probably not. It's hard to win a unanimous MVP, even though Shohei did do it. I'm not sure if Jay got kicked from the chat, Jack. I think Streamlabs just gave him a warning, I think. Thoughts on the GOAT of Aaron Judge? He's awesome. I mean, the thing is with Aaron Judge, and it's kind of like a what if, is what if this guy was called up when he was like 23, 24? He was called up pretty late. But the thing is, I don't know what Jay is saying in the chat. Yeah, Jay's chats are all gone. Jay is still here, though. But anytime Jay says a curse word or that's for anybody. And I'm going to say this going forward for streams. I mean, if you're just going to say foul language and all this, we're going to take care of it, and you're probably going to get kicked out. And I like to keep everyone here, but let's keep it civil, folks. I mean, if you don't like Jay, that's fine. We're not all going to like everybody, but... But the thing is, trying to get back to the Bobby Witt versus Judge argument that I saw on TikTok, I think it's crazy. But with Aaron Judge, the thing is with Aaron Judge, is this guy... Yeah, but Jack, you didn't curse. If curse words are going to be implemented in the chat, then you're going to get probably a warning from Streamlabs, which is the platform that I use to stream on all of this. So, but getting back to Bobby Witt, Jay never said I wanted to send oh my gosh. Never said I wanted to send Judge down, but don't deny he was awful in April. I was concerned, that's all. The thing is, though, Jay, I'll answer your question, is the guy's name is Aaron Judge. He's not going to suck the entire season. Maybe when he's 38, 39 years old, if he plays to that time. Sure. But he's unbelievable. So, the thing is with Aaron Judge, the fact that I saw a lot of people. Now, my concern was very low with him. It was maybe like a 3 out of 10. But with Aaron Judge, the guy is Aaron Judge. The guy won an MVP. The guy hit 62 bombs. Okay, sure, the guy took a month off, but he's still leading in every single category but batting average. So to say that he is, to say it was a concern, I know it was back in April, Jay, but man, that, there's no real reason to, worry too much about Aaron Judge, but, of course, if you guys have any comments, concerns, except for concerns with Jay, we'll see, but, of course, I did say we were going to talk more about Jazz, Mark Leitzer, Brett Phillips, who was just a minor league sighting, Kelly Austin, who was a minor league pitcher, and Enle de los Santos, of course, reliever. But Jazz Chisholm, of course, like we talked about before, he's been awesome with the Yanks. Probably, honestly, like a B+ move from Cashman. If it's an early grade for Jazz, I give him a B+, right? And I think if he continues this, no doubt in my mind, he's going to be an A easily. But I think with the New York Yankees, right, they made a good move. I think they had a pretty decently good deadline. I had them at a C-, but with how Jazz has been playing, it's more like a C+, maybe a low B. So I don't think they did like completely bad. And for the New York Yankees, right, the prices that some of these guys got, like Tanner Scott getting multiple, top prospects for rental, I think is an overpay. And the Padres are known to do that. They've done it with a lot of players now. They did it with Dylan Cease. They did it with Tanner Scott. And maybe the Padres, maybe this is their all-in moment, right? They just, got rid of Josh Hader. And now they replace it with Tanner Scott, who Tanner Scott was awesome. I said it probably in the previous podcast that Tanner Scott should be on the number one, trade list for the Yankees. We didn't get him. We pivoted to Mark Leitzer and De Los Santos, who weren't going to cost very much. But regardless, I still think the Yankees had a good deadline, in my opinion. So, but I think with the New York Yankees, there's so much to still digest of what Jazz is going to be this year in the playoffs, what Anthony Volpe is going to be. I mean, this guy, we look at the stuff from Anthony Volpe. Since the All-Star break, he's been unbelievable. Anthony Volpe batting .373, a .695 slugging percentage, an OPS of over 1, 5 home runs in his last 12 games, and 12 RBIs. So, you talk about someone who is hitting the ball super well, and, with the upcoming schedule, I can't see a world where the Yankees don't win at least 5 of these games out of 7. So, yeah, I mean, I think the Yankees have a good chance to. So, we have, what are your thoughts on the New York Islanders' Ciro? Ciro coming in hot with a question. I'll answer it even though we're talking about the Yankees. With the New York Islanders, I think they have one of the best goaltending duos in the league with Semyon Varlamov and Ilya Sorokin. I think those two guys are really good. The question I do have is goal scoring with that team. I know they drafted Cole Eiserman, who's a good player. He's a really good scorer he could be a good scorer in the NHL. I think with the New York Islanders, it's kind of like I don't know the direction Lou Lamoriello is going. I know they signed Anthony Duclair. I thought that was a pretty underrated signing from them. I still see the middle of the pack in the Metro, maybe like an 85 to 92 point team, nothing more than that. And that's really carried by their goaltending, and we'll see if Matt Barzal can maybe break a point per game with Bo Horvat and Duclair. But nonetheless, Rangers on top, Ciro. Thank you. What time do you think the stream will end? When I say it ends. When I say it ends, Jay. I don't know when that's going to be. We've been live for about 30 minutes now. Don't forget, sub goal at the top of the screen. We were on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If you guys can get us to 1,000 subscribers, it would be much appreciated. I appreciate all of you guys who are already subscribed. And, of course, hit the notification bell. Do all that nice stuff. But, yeah, anyone have some questions? I'm more than happy to answer them. Ciro said that is a fair assessment. Yeah, I think the Islanders could still be middle of the pack team. They made some good moves. I don't know what they're going to get production out of Anders Lee. Brock Nelson's probably going to give you another 30 goals this season. And I think their defense, is healthy now, so I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be a fine team. They're just that team that is nasty to play against, and I think a lot of people can get behind the boring hockey because that's just how they play. I mean, it's boring. It's boring. It's trap game. It's all that type of stuff that it's tough to play against, but as a fan watching it, it can get very boring. But, yeah, that's my assessment. Thanks, Ciro, for the question. I appreciate the question. But anyone have other questions? Honestly, I'll answer anything. Rangers hockey, Yankees, Giants, anything. I'll answer anything. But we've been live for 30 minutes now. We got 5 viewers in the chat. Hello, hello. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, please refrain from the foul language. and all that type of stuff. Just keep it clean. We don't want to see any of that popping up in the chat box. I try to keep the chat box, on the screen so you guys could see your own comments. But I mean, if it's gonna get nasty, then I'm just gonna take it off. But that's the thing of streaming, is you don't know what's gonna happen, right? We had first 5 minutes, we had a war between Sir Andrew and Jay Malhotra. So, and then Streamlabs came in and did the business. So, but for the next thing for the New York Yankees is, what are we gonna get with Giancarlo Stanton? Is this guy gonna come back and destroy the baseball? Doesn't have a great contract. I think we can all agree on that. But I think with the New York Yankees, with Giancarlo Stanton, I don't know how many more years they're going to keep him, because I think his contract ends in like 2028, something nuts. But I think the New York Yankees, with Giancarlo Stanton, he's your DH for now. Who should be the leadoff next year? You think it'll be eventually Chisholm? I think they're going to lead him off for the postseason. Honestly, I would not be he was he's a 315 hitter when he's leading off. And listen, we loved Volpe when he led off with his speed, but I mean, I think we can all agree that Jazz is probably faster than Anthony Volpe. So if Jazz gets on, and then you have Soto and Judge, Jazz is probably a guy that can probably score from first if it's a double in the gap, obviously a home run. So I think Jazz leading off. I'll probably make a post on the Instagram of my ideal lineup. But if I had to say it now, it would probably be Jazz 1, throw Soto at 2, Judge 3rd, Wells 4. I assume Dominguez is not going to get called up. I don't know if he is, but if not, I have Stanton 5, probably something like, maybe like, I don't even know, honestly, with names right now. I mean, does Verdugo have a starting job in October? Like, there's a lot of questions with this team. There are still holes with this team, despite a pretty okay deadline. I think it was an okay deadline for sure. But yeah, I think Jazz is definitely a leadoff hitter. Whether it's this postseason or next season, because you have him signed for, you have 2 years with him. So I think with Jazz, I think definitely leadoff potential. You'll have Soto and Judge. I don't know what they're going to give Soto. I haven't really looked into the offseason because I don't want to look into the offseason. I want to focus on now. But yeah, thank you for the question. But yeah, with the New York Yankees, their lineup is interesting because Dominguez is probably going to rake in AAA. And then you have a question to tell yourself of, are we going to call him up this year? Or what are we going to do? Because if Alex Verdugo's not the guy, then I think Dominguez takes a spot like that. I think he just takes a spot like that. And I think that's very fair. Alex Verdugo, if he's not playing the Boston Red Sox, he's not playing good. He hit .500 against the Boston Red Sox. When have you seen that at all in any other series? You haven't. I think Dominguez will be up when he has a few more weeks in the minors. It's definitely a possibility. It's just where you're going to play him with a crowded outfield, right? You have Judge, you have Soto, you have Grisham, then you throw in Dominguez, and then you have Alex Verdugo. I mean, that's 5 outfielders because Stanton's not going to play the outfield. That is known, and I know Boone said it, I think, in the preseason that we would like to get Giancarlo out in the outfield. I can't bet on that. That is definitely not happening. That is definitely not happening. So, I think an ideal outfield, at least, I think the ideal outfield is, at least the hope, is Aaron Judge in center, Aaron Judge in center, Soto in right, maybe Dominguez in left, Grisham and Verdugo on the bench. I think that's probably the best lineup you could probably put out there, because with Alex Verdugo, I mean, it's ground out after ground out after ground out. Yeah, I totally agree. Dominguez would play over Grisham and Verdugo. I totally agree. Definitely not a disagreement there. Because with Alex Verdugo, I don't know if he's just going to turn the page and just be awesome in the playoffs. If he is, great. Trent Grisham coming off the bench, totally fine with me. But it's such a weirdly constructed team. Because with Stanton doesn't help you. As good as a player he is, and as good of a season he's having, because whether you hate him or you love him, he's having a good year, right? Now, he's not playing up to his contract, probably. I think we're all in agreement of that. But I think he's still having a good season. But yeah, I mean, I think with the New York Yankees, what they're building is so odd with the team and how it's constructed. Because when Dominguez comes back, who's in and who's out? I think Alex Verdugo isn't going to like his job just being taken by Dominguez. I wouldn't if I was in that spot. But it'll be interesting what the Yankees do with their October lineup, because there's no doubt in my mind they're going to make the playoffs. Either they're a wild card team or they won the AL East. Now, with Baltimore, they've given the Yankees so much because the Baltimore Orioles have not done what they were supposed to do. The Baltimore Orioles should be up 4.5 games on us. I'll say that. They should be up 4.5 games. But they're not. And they didn't have a great deadline. Trevor Rogers stunk in his opening debut with the Orioles. Like, they didn't go after Tanner Scott, where I thought they were. I thought they were going to go after a starter, where they did, but I'm talking like a better starter, like a Jack Flaherty, or, something like that. Maybe a Garrett Crochet. I don't think... I know Garrett Crochet wanted an extension, but why wouldn't Baltimore give him that? Right? Garrett Crochet and Corbin Burns, a 1-2 punch. I would definitely sign up for that. Yankees did not get Garrett Crochet, where I thought it was maybe a possibility, but didn't happen. Jack's back in the chat, by the way. That's awesome. But yeah, send me some questions. Anybody who's in the chat, I'm more than welcome to answer it, whether it's Yankees, Giants, Rangers. More than welcome to. I know this was primarily a preview stream of Toronto, but we've been breaking down the Yankees a lot. So I mean, if anyone has any questions, Rangers talk, Peter Laviolette, Capo Caco, any of those type players, anything, I'm more than happy to answer them. But I think another thing with the New York Yankees is I don't like to get cocky. I really don't. I know sometimes I could come off that way with how I talk with the Yankees. But I think the Yankees are bare minimum making the ALCS. How long is the live stream till? I just said, until I'm done with it. Until I say goodbye. I know the Yankees play at 1:35. I'm totally aware of that. I'm trying to make this a long... I'm trying to make this a long stream. How long... Oh, I just answered that. How long is the live stream still? Until I said. Prediction for the Yankees game today. Of course, I had them coming out with a win. If you're talking about score prediction, I'll say 6-3 Yankees. 6-3 Yankees. And I guess for all of you guys who bet, I'll give you a parlay. Give me Anthony Volpe's over total bases. Give me... I don't know what Garrett Cole's strikeouts are, but he pitched well against Toronto last time. So I'll go Volpe's over total bases. Give me a Judge. Yeah, you know what? Give me a Judge anytime home run. Why not? 3 home runs in 3 games. I can buy that for Aaron Judge. Give me, can we get like a policy in the chat to not attack each other? I'm helpless. Well, listen, Jay. I understand. I've been looking at chat. I understand you might be getting attacked, but you're also the one who brought Streamlabs into this, and they told you to please refrain from cursing. Though the guys in the chat have not cursed at you, and they might even be just joking with you. I'm not really sure. I don't know your guys' relationship, but just talk in chat and just ignore them. Just ignore them. I guess that's my best thing to tell you, Jay, is just to ignore them. But where are we getting to? Ooh. Oh, we were talking about the Yankee parlay. So yeah, give me the over total base with Volpe again. Yanks money line. And give me Judge over total bases. I'll play it safe. Whether it's 1.5. I won't bet on a home run because I did think he was gonna home run in the series. I didn't say that live, but yeah. It'll be. Jay, like I just said, they could tell you to shut up or whatever. Also, Streamlabs is the bot, so who cares? I care. Because I don't want that in my chat, Jay. I care. So if you're just going to be rude and curse at people, then they're going to do it back to you. And they're going to tell you to shut up and all that. That's what happens, Jay. That is what happens. And the Streamlab bot, for what you call it, is here to make sure the chat is family friendly and, good vibes. And we want good vibes, right? It's Yankee game day. Garrett Cole's on the mound. Aaron Judge might go deep again today. He might hit 60 home runs. We don't know. But we got 5 viewers in the chat that are here. And I'm happy that all 5 of you guys are enjoying what I'm saying. Getting back to the standings. Of course, why not talk about the standings? It's crazy to me that 4 teams in this division are over 500, and that's just the AL East. Boston. I haven't checked the wild card actually. I actually haven't checked the wild card in a while, but Anthony Volpe. We were talking about him before. If you guys weren't here, the guy's on fire. Anthony Volpe is on fire, and I know some fans were like, "Send him down. He stinks." All this. Look at him proving you wrong now. Look at him proving you guys wrong now. I'm not saying everyone, but I know there were guys that were, saying trade him at the deadline, which was crazy, or send him down. I knew this. I knew he was struggling. But he's never going to get sent down. Because who are you calling up? Boston's out of the wild card recently? All right, thanks. Thanks for that. Who are the Yankees calling up? Who is calling up from the Yankees farm system that's going to replace Volpe? Roderick Arias, who got called up in the Baltimore series that didn't even play, and Boone said that he might play on the weekend? That never happened. Sure. Anthony Volpe is starting to play better, and he did have a bad stretch. Players have bad stretches. I'm not comparing this, but Bryce Harper in the Yankees series was like 1 for 25. Or at least going into the series, he was some crazy stat like that. Great players. And I'll admit, I think Volpe is a good player. I don't know if he's at that elite tier yet. I think his defense is definitely above tier. No one, because Volpe's defense was the only thing that was saving him. What are you talking about, Jay? Are you talking about him getting called up? Sent down? We'll see what Jay answers to that. But regardless, Anthony Volpe has played much better. And sure, the defense was saving him, sure, but the guy was good. He was good. in the first half, at the start of the season at least. I mean, he was batting 280. So, like, it's not like this guy just batted 280 for nothing. He can bat 280, and he went through a slump. No one was replacing him. I know, Jay, but I remember you telling me that he was going to get sent down, or you wanted him to get sent down, and I called it crazy. I remember you telling me privately, just ignore him, Vin. I mean, Jack, I'm going to answer to everyone, really. I'm gonna answer to everyone and just beat UAB 49-9. I'm assuming you're talking about college football, Andrew. Andrew, do you have a college football favorite team? That's my question to you. Does anybody have a college football favorite team? Because personally, I don't. But I don't I can't really think of one because I don't. Yeah, so I'm glad you admit to your words, Jay. I wanted him to get sent down. But then this is my question to you. If you were going to send him down, who are you replacing him with? Who are you replacing him with, Jay? What about Ben Rice? Definitely not replacing Volpe at short. He's too tall, and he's... Andrew is a Tennessee fan. I can get behind the Vols. I mean, personally, I don't have a favorite team, but the Vols are fire. I don't know what my favorite I don't know what my favorite college football team would be. Obviously, I'm a New York Giants fan, but I wouldn't root for Syracuse. I would root for a team that's you know what? I would probably get behind the Oregon Ducks, Oh, no, Rice is my favorite college football team. Nimrod. Wow, I'm getting called a Nimrod in the chat. 535 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions from my QB. That just tells me he's playing on either not Hall of Fame, either All-American or Heisman, because if you don't have any interceptions on any of those difficulties, then you must be just running the football. But so Jack's a Rice fan. Give me the Oregon Ducks. Why not? Give me the Oregon Ducks. Why not? All right. Call me a bandwagon in the chat. I can get behind the Ducks. All right. I hope I don't get slashed for being an Oregon Ducks fan. I probably will, because I think they're actually supposed to be unbelievable this year. They're gonna destroy teams. I'm pretty sure. And that's not just me saying because I'm a Ducks fan, but yeah, but yeah, things have been quite crazy, I will say. Alabama sucks. Yeah, I can definitely get behind that. With Alabama stink. They might be mid this year. Ducks are chill. All right. Ducks are chill. Man, this is an all-time war between Jack and Jay in the chat, and I'm living in it. We are living for the roller coaster. I think that's a fair say. But yeah, this chat has been crazy. But crazy good, right? We got we had 6 viewers in the chat. We're talking Yanks. We're talking Oregon Ducks. We're talking Bama. We're talking college football. Seeing Andrew throw 4 touchdowns with his quarterback. Good vibes. Good vibes. But let me know your guys' predictions of the New York Yankees score. Are they going to put up 10 runs? Are they going to lose? Tell me. I want to hear. I'll give you guys a moment. I'll give you guys a moment to, share your thoughts of today's game. How many innings is Garrett Cole going to go? How many strikeouts is Cole? Leave it in the chat. We'll see what you guys say. Number 2 ranked Vols against the number 10 ranked Florida. I'm taking the Vols money line. I'm going to take Vols minus 3.5 too. Soto and Vlad homers. I can get behind a little Soto bomb. Jack, your chats aren't getting deleted because you're not cursing. Yeah, but Jay censored it by. I know what he's saying, but listen, man, Jay, I'm not gonna kick you, but if we're gonna be rude and everything like that, let's be chill, all right? Let's be chill, boys. Come on, man. Boo-hoo, I said a curse word. Congrats, Jay. But so we have 8-4 Yankees in the chat. Jack, what do you think the Yankees score is going to be? Asking for Jack. What is the score going to be for the Yankee game? Jay, how are you saying to get a grip? You were complaining to Vin that we were attacking you. You were so soft. I'm gonna stay out of this. All right. Things are getting nuts. This feels like a complete rivalry between you guys. This is nuts. Yankees will win 7-1. Jack says. Jack, do you have any anytime home runs? Not sure. We got 7 viewers in the chat. Say hello, everyone. Let's get some W's in the chat. Let's hope the Yanks win today. We've been streaming for almost an hour, fellas. But yeah. Let's calm down, Jay. Let's calm down, everyone. Don't attack anyone, all right? Let's keep it clean, all right? We're not trying to hear to fight. We're all Yankee fans here. Stanton gonna hit a bomb. Is there a lefty on the mound? I'm not sure. Because I feel like if there's a lefty on the mound, because they are righty heavy. I think their lineup is righty heavy. Because it's Glaber, if I can remember, it's Glaber, Soto, Judge, Wells. I know Jazz is hitting in the 6th spot. But but yeah, I guess we can get back to the Yankees since there's no questions. Or we could just sit back, grab some popcorn, and see Jay, versus Andrew. Keep debating. Andrew just quit yapping in the chat from Jay. Wow. But I guess to lighten up the vibes, Yanks have some teams to play. They take on Toronto today. A little series against the LA Angels. No Mike Trout. And they have Texas. So, in the chat, fellas, I know the chat is still alive. How many wins are the Yankees going to have in their next 7 games? Let's just see. Wow. Things are getting spicy. 5 wins. Andrew says 5 wins. So 5 and 7. I think that's what I had too. So if I'm not mistaken, if we go back to it, so if I can, so what I'm assuming is they take 2 out of 3, and then they win today. So all right, that's fair. Jack said, knowing us, we will win 2 games in the next 7. That better not happen, Jack. That better not happen. That better not happen to us. We can't see Baltimore go up 2 games on us in the division. If they keep it tight, one of them is just going to run away with it. I see us. Yeah, I see us unfortunately losing a series out of nowhere, but I hope I'm wrong. Jay, which series? Well, technically, they could lose the series today against Toronto if they lose today. So, Andrew said we will win today and then take 2 out of 3 the next 2. Yeah, that's probably what I have as well. So, good minds think alike. But, Jay, my question to you, if you're still in the chat, is who are they losing the series to? Are they losing it to Toronto, LA, or Texas? All are at home. All are at home. So let me know, Jay, in the chat. I will wait. Alright, well, I don't see Jay typing anything in the chat, so I guess we'll go back and check out the standings. Why not? Why not check out the standings? So, Blue Jays are in last. If the Yankees lose a series to them, it's inexcusable. But Rays are bad. Red Sox are in the middle of it. Still 8 games behind us. So, we got 5 viewers still in the chat. I appreciate all that are still in the chat. Jack just called Jay a clown. I think, honestly, the funniest thing of this stream was, if you have nothing nice to say to me, say it to my face. I thought that was, if you have nothing nice to say to me, then don't say it. Just putting that out there. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm not. I came in the chat not looking for trouble or problems. And then Andrew says, what are you going to do about it? Wow. You talk about a war. Thoughts on if the Mets are going to make the wild card. All right, so we have another question. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the standings on my phone. We got 8 viewers in the chat. Thank you. So, looking at the standings for Andrew, looking at the wild card. So the Mets are a half a game back of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and they have a fair shot. I don't know if I could see them. I wouldn't be shocked if they made it, actually, because they've actually been pretty good post All-Star break. Now, a team like the Pirates, Andrew, if you don't have Paul Skeens on the mound, I don't know your chances of winning. But I gotta say, in the future, I definitely see the Pirates making the playoffs. Definitely, whether it's this year or next year. I thought they had a pretty decent deadline. Wow, the Colorado Rockies have 41. The White Sox have 27 wins. I mean, that's unbelievable. Imagine being a fan of the Chicago White Sox, and I have 27 wins? Brother, that's unbelievable. I mean, that's just insanity. But, yeah, so much can happen, right? Guardians have 67 wins. Wow. But yeah, we've been live for an hour now. 6 viewers in the chat. Anyone else have any questions? Does Andrew have another question? Does Jay have a question? Does Jack have a question? I don't know who else is in here. But yeah, let me hear some questions. You know, Jack, I'm not gonna say anything for that comment. All right, I'll put the hand up. That's on me for not getting that ball. All right, that one's on me. All right, I gotta say that was probably a bad look. That was a bad look. Here's a question: when college starts, what's the plan for the podcast? Same thing, baby. In terms of live streams. No, it's not going to be the same room. It's going to be a different room. Moving out. It's going to be a different room. But yeah, content's still going to be the same. You know, bringing it all the time. You know. Will you be streaming some Giants live streams during the season and preseason? Yes, I will, and I better see you there, Andrew. But we will be there. One thing I really wish I got to was going to the Giants training camp. You know, bringing you guys content from Giants training camp would have been cool. But, yeah, definitely going to be streaming Giants when the Rangers come back, because they come back in like 60 days. I mean, the NHL starts soon. You know, we're going to be live streaming the Yankee playoff games as long as I don't have anything going on. As long as I don't have anything going on, I will probably most likely be streaming all the games. You know, and I know you guys liked it. I know you guys liked the like the live scoreboard and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I mean, the last stream was unbelievable. You know, when the Yankees beat the Phillies in just such an odd way. Like, so much was going on. Either Clay Holmes was letting up runners, or you know, any sort of thing like that. You know, Yankee fans were going ballistic, and I was one of them, because I thought we were going to lose that game when it just kept going to extras after extras. But the Phillies have not been playing good. You know, they've lost 5 straight. I mean, it's not like it's a worry that is going to really kill them, right? Like, they have such a sizable lead. Let me check. Let me check on my phone yeah, I mean, there's still 5 games up. I mean, there's still 5 games up on the Braves. 5 games up is 5 games. Braves somehow still have a good team, even though they have Spencer Strider out and they have Ronald Acuna out and all these guys. It's crazy. Does anyone have any other questions? Let me know. I will answer them. But yeah, going back to the podcast, right? You know, we're trying to bring the best content out here for the New York Rangers, New York Giants, all that type of stuff. And I highly encourage you guys to tell people to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, right? I mean, the sub goal is up there. It's at 1,000. We're at 119 subs right now. So, you know, it would be much appreciated if you guys were able to get me there. But yeah, another question is, do you think Soto is gone after the season? No, I think he'll re-sign here. Sure, I mean, he's probably going to go to the highest bidder, but I think the Yankees are going to give him a very good offer. And yeah, I mean, listen, with Juan Soto, right, he's a generational talent, right? He is a future Hall of Famer, and I will say that right now. He is a future Hall of Famer. You know, with Juan Soto, right, if you don't re-sign him and he goes to the Mets, it just gives you more money to make moves, right? Whether it's getting a third baseman over LeMahieu, right? Your outfield is probably set if you do re-sign Soto, because it'll be Dominguez, Soto, Judge. This is it for Gleyber Torres. The thing is with Gleyber Torres is I thought, honestly, with a contract year, he was going to play out of his mind. He was going to have an awesome year, and it would be so tough to re-sign him. And they have to force to walk him because they would move their money to Soto. Now it's like he's pretty much just walking away. Like, all right, we enjoyed your time here, but if you're not going to run out of freaking the batter's box, and you're going to commit so many errors, you're free to go, Gleyber. I didn't hate Gleyber. I just hate how he's been playing, right? I have nothing against the guy. Man. Another question, can the Yankees still be a good team without Juan Soto? I guess. I think Soto has helped them so much. Because that first month when Judge was bad, Soto stepped up. So I don't think they're a bad team, but I don't think they're a great team. Judge can only do so much. It depends, man. It depends on the lineup, honestly. But, yeah, it really just depends. It depends, but I don't think they're going to be a bad team. Because I think if they do, feel that the Mets are giving him so much money, like they give him like $600 million, then sure, they'll use that money towards getting a true third baseman. Maybe moving on from Nestor Cortez in the offseason. Maybe they somehow decide to move on from Stanton, which I definitely could see a possibility for with his contract and everything. Maybe they make a move for first base, even though Anthony Rizzo, I think it's a club option, but I think they declined his option. I believe they declined Anthony Rizzo's option, so he'll be set to be a free agent, I believe. Now, is Ben Rice the guy? I'm not sure yet. It's definitely a decent sample size now. He's batting around 210, I think, something like that, after batting really good. So, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting what they do with Spencer Jones. Is this guy the guy, or is he not the guy? But that'll answer your question, Jay. Anyone have any other questions? Giants, Rangers, Yankees? If not, that might do it for the stream. We've been streaming for about an hour and 10 minutes. Kind of a preview for the game against the Toronto Blue Jays. But if anyone, I'll give you guys a minute or two. If you guys have anything, definitely ask it now. Because if not, I will probably be ending the stream very soon. So let me know. Of course, don't forget, check out the Inside the Booth podcast merch. Got a little stuff on the hat. Not sure what that is, but yeah, definitely tune in, get the hat. But yeah. All right. I assume we have no further questions. I'll give you guys another minute. If you guys don't have any other questions, thank you for a great stream, Vin. Of course, thank you for tuning in, Andrew. I appreciate it, of course. I believe you were the first. First person in. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I love doing live streams. I love seeing everyone's opinion, whether I disagree or agree. I appreciate every question. Now, of course, we did witness a war in the chat. It is so funny that Jack is calling me, I guess calling on me for saying Volpe is a bust when he literally went off on him after that error in, Jay, that was a routine ground ball. glad you did the stream, Vin. Thank you. But yeah, I guess to break down Jay's final question before I tune off. The thing is with Yankee fans is if they're not good right away, Yankee fans want them shipped off. That is with Anthony Volpe. That is with anybody, any young prospect. But yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Of course, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of the year. And yeah, I mean, let's do it. Tell all your friends, tell all your family. Of course, even maybe cop some merch too. While you guys are at it, of course, link in the YouTube bio. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the stream. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys